Hi, I'm Leapfrog.
Hello, my name is LogansStory, or LogansStory. Today we talk about this last Steven Spielberg highlight, West Side Story. Thank you for coming. Let's get into it. Alright, so when you think about the story on the West Side, what comes to mind? Is it the beauty that is beset itself in terms of what West Side Story is about? It's a love story. So yeah, it's kind of big. But when you think about West Side Story, in the midst of everything that comes with the story of, well, two lovers matching the Romeo and Juliet model, you have a story that's willing to be told over and over and over again, and everyone will know what you're talking about. But the thing is, when you think about this from a grand scale, there's something that begins to be beautiful, and it comes with the beauty of being different. I mean, Latino and white gangs in New York fighting over what is possibly what could be a race war. And the thing is, when you think about this in the sense of love, it breaks that chain of gang war. And that in itself is why it's a great movie. And that's why in itself is why it's a great Broadway show. And that's why in itself it's a great tale to be told over and over again. The love aspect, the beauty of what it can mean to be in love, but also the destruction of what it can mean to be in love too. See, the characters in the play want things, whether it's to be in America or to be in love. And well, they achieve that through many different things. But the thing is, when you think about this, it's really hard to think whether or not there's a stark contrast between the two when it comes to the wands. Or the three when it comes to the wands. Or even the four when it comes to the wands. See, the thing is, when you think about this tale of movie, it transpires and conspires to try to tell you a story without really trying to shove it down your throat. They do this through color. They do this through dance. They do this through set making. Everything that this movie is a magical step inside the world of New York. And we've all seen what that could do. Enchanted and other movies just like it. When you think about this entirely, what comes to mind? And what can we do to really get into the nooks and crannies of what this movie is really about? Well, let's go into detail. When you think about this movie, or when you think about this play, or when you think about this story, would you want to watch it? Is it something you'd be interested in watching? Is it something you'd be interested in trying to find out in terms of what it's about? Is it something you want to see in Broadway in New York? That being so, is it something you want to see off Broadway or some other theater? See, the idea of West Side Story is simple, but the story in itself is not so complex. It's kind of like a story telling what you want to know about what love is about. And yes, it's the Shakespeare model, but the movie has its own Steven Spielberg flair, with lights, action, and other explosive techniques to keep you interested in the draw of the film. That's what Steven Spielberg does best with this film. He makes it kind of a blast of color, a blast of personality, and a blast of different things such as choreography and dance. But that doesn't mean the movie is not interesting in any way. In fact, it's very interesting. From the time you watch from the beginning to end, it's an adventure all the way through. And that's what makes the movie so great. It's a steady adventure all the way through. With the steady rival between the Jets and the Sharks, to the loving nature of two people in one grasp. A union that is different from everything else. And well, that's what makes the movie so great. It's union. It's transparent of clashing heads. And the beauty of what it could be to be in America. But here's the thing. What does that mean for you and I? What does that mean for you and I? Well, application, of course. Alright, so you believe in love. You believe in the hard work it takes to get into America. You want what you want, and that's it. Well, how can you get there? See, this movie shows what it means to be, in the case of what it means to be in America, what it means to be a true and born bred Latino American or American in general. And the story of love is a supplement of that. It's almost like a vitamin you take in the morning to get stronger. See, the thing is, when it comes down to West Side Story, it's a beautiful tale that's a retelling of something else. But it does it in a little bit of a better tone. It does it in a more personal tone. With dance numbers, singing numbers, and, well, great acting on the side of everything that it is to be this movie. It's supposed to be one of the most interesting tales ever told because it's unique in the way of its storytelling. It's unique in the way of its portrayal. It's unique in a way that is great for you and I to see different things in terms of the movies, to see difference in terms of story. But what does that have to do with you and I? Well, here's the thing. If you want something, if you believe in something, if you really need something in the midst of everything that happens in the world, what can you do to get it? And how is it possible for you to get it in this day and age? The electronic era, or the Trump era. What can you do to get what you want? And how can you work hard to get to where you need to be in terms of what you want? That's something you have to think about later on. But for now, let's close out. Thank you for LogansStory. Thank you for the Steven Spielberg Highlight. There'll be no more highlights after this, so keep an eye out for new stuff. Also, the mission is 1,000 subscribers. You guys gonna get there by hitting the share, like, and subscribe button right on the screen. Also by hitting that bell. Thank you again, and peace.